Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Clicking and Bricking.
Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, featuring Brick World. Where's my pizza?
Good morning, Brick World!
Alright, so, and go. Hi, I'm Liz Polio. I'm a contestant on LEGO Masters Season 3 on Fox. Good morning, Brick World, and happy building.
Hey, I'm Moto. Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World.
Hey, it's the Lumberjack. Well, if you want to be in the video, you better hurry up. It's the Lumberjack and Maker. Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World.
I feel like I'm always stretching at the beginning.
You are! Good morning! Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
morning.
Good morning, Brick World. Good morning, panel.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's doing well today. We are back to another Sunday, another Good Morning, Brick World. And yeah, it's been a pretty wild week. Different things going on. It's been busy for me in different ways with work. I built the Daily Bugle this week. You know,
Again or first time?
No, for the first time.
Oh.
Well, technically, I had the old Daily Bugle, the one that came out like several years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. This is a big set, this new one, and I don't know. Every night I'd be watching a stream or something like that, and just building a little bit more at it. So, but yeah, that's great.
All right. Is it better? Is it better or not better?
Oh, it's way better.
Way
oh
better.
My gosh. Oh
Way
my
better.
gosh. It's so great. It's look. I got some plywood and another table. So
Yeah, it was that good. It was that good. Extension. Okay. All right. Okay.
But yes. Like I said, good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and we'll get into the chat real quick and say good morning and get the show started. Just so everybody knows, our theme today is going to be Lego Dimensions. This is something I think we've talked about before, but we didn't do a theme yet for it.
Right.
And I just thought it would be a really neat theme to do. There's a lot of different aspects to it. And
Okay.
of course, it does involve the illustrious digital gaming part that Lego likes to try and get into as well.
Oh, okay.
But we will get more into that into the second hour. So let's go down the chat and say
Hey, let's steal something from the Brick Adjuster, and this is our. We'll keep it. We'll have the intro music playing when we say good morning to everybody down
look
the
at
thing.
that. Yeah, that sounds nice. All right, so we got Mayo. It's your boy JP. What's happening, Mayo? How you doing, brother? We got Mama Lego out there. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey,
good morning.
Mama.
Good morning.
One brick stud in the house. What's happening? King Oldendorf. Good morning, Brick World. I guess. You guess.
You get what?
Well, come on, man. You gotta go in there with confidence. No, it's going to be a good morning.
It's afternoon for him, so good
There's
afternoon.
And knowing me, there'll probably be some good moaning too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all good. Macro, good morning to you. I just meant like complaining.
Oh well, you know.
Bricks, good morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Brick Sergeant, good morning,
Sergeant.
sir. How are you today? Bricklock, Mr. Lincoln himself. What's happening?
Yeah.
Hello.
Over there.
Brick Adjuster.
Brick Adjuster.
Nick, what's happening?
Hey, stole your music idea.
I was just co-hosting with them last Friday. It was great.
Yes, I saw that. It was great. I was replay, but yeah.
Yeah. You get me and Sean on a stream, dude. We gonna be talking. Let's see here. Brick Askew, what's happening? I love your name. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. There's that crazy person, Brick Hive, out there.
Yeah,
my bricks and me. Good morning. Good morning. I was showing it. So Jay, this is who was sent me the Tron stuff. My bricks and me. I was showing Jay because Jay is probably a bigger Tron fan than me. I hate to say that because I love Tron.
Probably.
Let's see here. Pink Wheels. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How's it going? Loved Amber on Cali. I know she did such an awesome job. It was such a very, very thoughtful and invoking conversation, talking about kids and women on the inside of this space that we're in, and and of course, she plugged us. She plugged Good Morning Brick World. I was
of course.
I was like, thank you. Let's see here. SD Bricks. Good morning.
Hey,
what's happening? Hope you're doing well. I see Steve Weiser out there. Good morning to you. Danny Fandoms. Good morning. Good morning. King's
Good morning.
7. What's up, Dungeon Master? How you doing?
Yeah.
There's Liz. What's going on, Liz? Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome back.
Quarter 66. I know. Yes.
Hey,
welcome back. Will, how you doing this morning? I hope you're doing well. Let's see, where are we at? Jesse's Brick Galaxy.
Spoiler warning. Yeah.
And also the segment that Doc did with Jesse recently was very, very well done. It was awesome. Liz says Amberlia was so good on Caliber.
So much more.
Yeah, Amberlia was very good. A lot better than me. I just talked too much. That's all I did. I wouldn't shut up the whole time, Let's see here. Longest stream for us to date. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a long stream.
It was on replay. I was like, I did all this stuff while listening, and it's still going. Wow.
I know.
I can do that. I
blame Sean and I both on that, but yeah. Let's see. Bricks. What's happening? My birthday news, glad you enjoyed. I'm trying to make a minifig display case while listening. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I moved mine. I bought those 2 smaller ones back here. I went ahead and hung them up, but I got to get more. Even with selling minifigs and stuff like that, I have so many. I mean,
too many. Yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes some come with a lot. Like I just built the Daily Bugle. Dude, that comes with like 22 figs or something like that.
Right, but they all have a place to stand. So
look, I sound like I'm complaining. Like it comes with too many figs, man.
Less figs. No, more.
But yes, I think I got to the bottom of the list. Great episode of Kelly Bricklick. That's why I'm here today. Oh, well.
All right. Well,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
My time and crew.
I mean, look, and not to get too deep into it or whatever, but not just with Shy, and like Ninja and a little bit with Claire. I don't know if she was really in the conversation at the time when I was talking about it, but I've also talked and slightly debated about it with my own crew here. I'm not good at marketing and I'm not good at promoting, you know what I mean? And it's something I'm going to work better at. I've had my friends kind of talk to me and I've seen a little bit of better a way about it. I'm just not good at it. But to know that we are still pulling in people just very organically, you know what I mean? Like that's what I love so much is us just people finding us randomly, you know what I mean? And sticking with us. And look, in my personal opinion, I'm wrong about the marketing part because we do need people to come. It's hard to get people to come to us because there's so many people out there and all that. But my main thing is I want our show to be good enough to where when you do see it, that's what's going to make you come back and you'll stick around. So,
all right. Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's kind of why Amberlia is in charge of Instagram. Let's be real.
No, very true. It's very true. But, but I do need to work on that a little bit more. You know what I mean? I'm probably not going to be all full tilt boogie, you know what I mean? Like making tons of reels and stuff, but at least promoting a little bit better, Right. I'm just so bad at it, Same thing with thumbnails. I talk to Shy about thumbnails a lot, and I can be stubborn about stuff, but I'm going to try and make better thumbnails,
Right. Okay.
But Shy says, so imagine if you marketed right. Oh my God. I know.
Okay,
look,
so I do feel like that needs to be read a little different. I feel like it's like, so imagine if you marketed, right?
Yeah.
You know what? That is so good, right? Yeah, I know. It is pretty amazing because we are doing really well for not really marketing, you know, besides like every Saturday I'll post something on an Instagram story. And then, yeah, now that Amberlia is with us and stuff, she does a lot of that, you know, on Instagram as well. But beyond that, you know, we don't do a whole lot. So it is really awesome, the numbers that we do get. And like I've mentioned before, I still can't believe how strong our replay gang is. It amazes me. Like I was going to actually screenshot and send you guys a photo of the analytics for this last one. You know, we're almost to 300 views. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's really nice. And we got over 50 likes. You know what I mean? So so everybody out there, you know, you have no idea how happy you make all of us when you guys do that, because it makes us feel good individually, because we're like, okay, we're each contributing something to the show. We're making it good. But as a whole, you know, we get so excited because we want Good Morning Brickworld to succeed. You know what I mean? And we want it to keep growing and become an even bigger, you know, staple part of the community. You know what I mean? So, Matt, what's up, man? Family Bricks in the house.
Hey, Matt the Elder.
How you doing?
Hey.
All right. Well, like I said, today, I didn't have a poll today. I might slap one up there.
Can you insta poll? Do something maybe like, you know, do you get dimensions? Did you get dimensions? Do you have dimensions? I don't know. Do you think dimensions was ended? I mean, what do you think? Something about
there's definitely some interesting avenues I want us to talk about with dimensions. You know, everything from the gameplay to the figures to could there be a future, because that's something else I want to talk to Jay about, because Jay's pretty good at info about stuff like that, because there was supposed to be, and maybe there was, a sequel.
Right, a wave 3 or something.
Yeah, but so we'll definitely get into that. Let's see. Did I see somebody new pop in there? No. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we should get into Yes. By the way, I have to tell you guys, I've been
Look, I used the same. I added it.
Worked out good. I have been going to all these different Walmarts looking for these displays, asking, I want to grab a Lego set that I can't buy. Why can't I do that? And nobody knows what I'm talking about, you know, at Walmart. Right. All right. Anyways, on the news.
Taking that down when I went to Walmart yesterday.
Yeah, didn't Jay, you encountered that, didn't you?
I saw that last week, and they took it down by the time I got there this week.
It was done. Probably because I got too many inquiries.
Yeah, man. You get a lot of angry children.
Did we look at this last week? I didn't know. It was like
no, we didn't.
Might have been on leftover. No. But there it is. A decent price, 3 figs. I mean, nice little build. It's gonna be fun.
Fleece, yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
I know. There's look, that's something I was mentioning about this whole Ninjago theme, this wave or whatever, man. It is all about some dragons.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's
by the way, good morning, Johnny, and good morning, Nails.
Hey, Nails and Johnny. But you know, I also love how Ninjago is still keeping it real at $19. They're like, hey,
I like that there's a
we are
villain
affordable.
set.
We are affordable. Yeah.
We get so few villain sets these days for Ninjago, so it's nice when we get one.
Yeah,
especially an affordable one.
Yeah, especially
yeah. Well, you know, Ninjago is all about some affordable stuff. Batcave.
There you go. More info from the clicker.
I know, man. Goodness, thank you, Brick Clicker. God, I'm gonna want this so bad, but for some reason, I feel like with it comes out. What was it? June 5th. That's right before Brickworld, dude.
Yeah, so it's the Ninjago modular
right before Brickworld, dude.
Oh,
yeah, so it's the Ninjago modular Hive.
Oh
that's right.
God.
That's at June 1st, I
think. And those are the figures that'll be in there. So it's all about, you know, Michael Keaton.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm
nothing for Ezra Miller, but everything's all about Michael Keaton.
I know, dude. Totally left him out too. Yeah. But good. I don't really want to see anything by that dude, man. But I know it's tough because we're talking about the Flash, not Ezra Miller. You know what I mean? But look, for those that like the new Batcowl, that's great. I don't want to crap on your parade or anything, but I can't stand it. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
I think I just crapped on their parade.
Right.
Sorry.
But won't it be available again right here in the new scaled down, because this is going to be like the same version or the same model size as the TV Batmobile with the Joker.
It looks. Well,
Yeah.
wait. That's just that's just a made up picture. I was gonna say 'cause it looks just like the last one that came out.
Wasn't that a promotional set?
Yeah. I remember I hooked Ninja up with the one I had.
Yeah. So it'll be something similar to that. It could be smaller scale. Scale's got down.
And I heard that this came out because they didn't do something that had Ezra Miller in it or something. Like it was a different vehicle or a different set or something like that.
It's supposed to be playable. Can you believe it's supposed to be playable in some way or fashion? Something.
I'm trying to figure out. Like, look, it's one thing with the Mario because but Pac-Man goes completely different directions and stuff. So I don't know how they're gonna work that out.
It's gonna be a grid. It's gonna be like a crank you're gonna turn, and it's just gonna make it move around. It's gonna.
Is it just me? Or wasn't this posted like a few, maybe even a couple months back?
What, like an official picture or something?
I feel like I saw this. I maybe I am crazy, but I feel like I saw this posted somewhere.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to call you crazy, Amberlia, but there's a good chance you did not see this.
Right. Well, there's also, I do believe there was
okay.
No, there will be a video game.
For some reason, this was not a surprise to me. Like so I don't know how I knew this was something already.
Do we know? Because
the day that we had the 5 billion leaks and everything, they said video game console. They didn't say what it was or whatever. So that's why.
But is it going to be one? Is it going to be one of these? Or is it going to be like one of the ones that had like Pizza Hut?
Guys, there's a leaked
console.
picture. There's a leaked picture that came out like a few hours ago.
Let's see it, Jay. Let's see it, Jay.
Oh yeah,
we'll look at it after we get through all this.
Yeah, no watermarks.
Because there's a few.
Okay.
But yeah, man, there they are.
Could be fun. Could be
the
fun.
arcade games. That's a beautiful looking car.
Right, I know, but is it going to be Creator or is it going to be a Technic car?
Well, if it's going to be a Technic, then it's just going to look like
I know. It's going to be like, who cares? It's going to be like, who cares?
Look, I'm sorry, Technic fans. I love you guys. It's great. What's going on here? Oh, the castle.
More info.
Yeah. Okay.
Mini Hive. Is that
hurting so bad?
12.
I really kind of regret not getting that last castle. It's the Disney castle, man. It's not like it's just some random willy-nilly castle.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've never had a Prince Philip. It is a mini doll or a Prince Naveen either.
Well, I'll just give all the mini dolls to Ruth. I mean, I don't care about that.
Okay, but here's the thing. Where is our Disneyland castle?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Amberlia, she knows Disney.
I'm sorry. I want the OG Disneyland castle. And
we're showing the right way.
That's the California one, right? Not the Florida one. Right?
Yes. Right, okay. Yes. And that is Sleeping Beauties. And Sean made a very good point on Brick Adjusters with your on your the podcast. Is that is the only park that Walt Disney ever stepped foot in. He had an apartment in the park. It's right above the firehouse. I've done tours in it and got to see like the inside. Like they've replicated a lot of things. Some of the stuff is still original, but like Disneyland is special in that way. And that is like the park that he lived and worked in to build. And why do we not have that castle?
Wow. And then you could have Walt's apartment as a gift with purchase, kind of like.
Well, there was other really interesting things too that Sean brought up about Disneyland, about how like it's got better rides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And look, there's definitely probably a couple handfuls of you out there that are really big Disney heads, you know what I mean? But Sean, and I feel like Amberlia as well, because I'm not going to give anything away, but Amberlia definitely knows Disney, believe me. But they know Disney to the point where Sean and I talked about on the podcast, on Full of Brick podcast, that we were going to try and do like a get together and go to Disney World. I got to go to Disney World first. Okay. I got to go to Disney World first. Then I'll go to Disneyland. But by the way, I saw BFAB out there. What's up, BFAB? How you doing?
Hey!
And Ben's Brick Design. What's up? How you doing? And I love Matt's comment, Brick. You only had 6 years to get the last Disney castle. Sorry, that wasn't a one and done. I know I had time. My bad. But I also had time to get the Millennium Falcon, and I still do. but
it's still in the aftermarket. But it looks like we're going to get all the princes, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, because they don't really go heavy on the princes, do they?
Nope. All right, here's that Ninjago thing.
Yeah, dude, what's that thing in the middle, Jay? Is that
I don't know.
Some sort of like
bridge?
cable car thing. I talked about it in my section.
Oh, it is a cable car.
Here's a closer blurry image.
Yeah.
Zoom in and enhance.
Yeah, zoom
Exactly.
Enhance.
No,
I love this mask
There's a
thing.
dude.
Yeah,
And
we'll
sorry,
talk about
there's
this.
probably a very proper name for that.
All right, so there you go. 2-time VIP.
If
first 7
anybody's
days.
really interested in those coins, you know, I might sell them to you if you want them that bad.
If you want them that bad.
I'm probably not going to keep them. I almost don't even want to keep this. I'm not going to lie. Dude.
I'm not gonna keep that.
I'm probably going to sell this too.
It's gonna sell out. It's gonna go.
I know, and I do like it, but just I don't know. I feel like they did what they could with that size. And I know, like I've talked about the grass piece, you know, with it not being translucent, but I don't know, man. It just look. My whole thing about Lego really is if it doesn't look good enough, then don't make it.
Yep.
Don't make it. Don't just make it because like, oh, everybody lose their minds. Like, just don't make it, man. If you can't make it good enough,
Right. We're not going to lose our minds over something that's subpar.
But this is just Hive's dumb opinion. You know what I mean? Other people are probably like, oh, I love it. It looks great. I want it. You know. So you know, it's all good. By the way, I saw somebody new out there. Wait, Brian, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Brian.
Thank you for being here. Nick says
but see, it looks okay with that solid green piece at the bottom.
I know, and then like I look at it like that, and I'm like, out of the box, it looks better to me for some reason.
Right,
so
but
stupid.
then again, that could be digitally enhanced because we know they enhance their photographs. So you know, it could be a trick. It could be a trick.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Look, it's all. If you look at it, it's all free stuff. So you know, in a way.
All right. So this
what the heck is this, man?
This is like a Chinese leak out of a catalog or whatever of some sort of set thing.
Dude, look at that genie. I need that genie. Or that, what are they called?
Yeah, this is rumored to be $130.
Yeah.
What was it? I don't even understand what the heck it was.
All of those things. All of those things.
Is this a VHS tape?
No, yes. All of those objects are buildable with Lego. That's what it's all of that.
Dude.
Yeah.
That is really awesome. Oh, and
That's
it's not
pretty
just
cool.
Aladdin. Yeah, there's like multiple stuff in there. Yeah, that is
And that's
actually
like
very cool.
Well, and that's the villains, right?
Yeah, there's Gustav. Yeah, Melissa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
like,
God.
and
All
of
right.
course
Yes.
the apple, the poison apple.
And that's
Look.
Jafar when he went all red and
Yeah,
evil.
I'm gonna have to get that. And that's a beautiful display piece too. I mean, the figs you put in a case, man, but that's a great display piece with the books, the watch, the VHS tape, the Apple.
the whole thing.
This stuff's pretty cool too. By the way, what's up, Tech?
Hey, Tech. So this is where Dots went to die, Disney.
Okay, but this is cute.
You know?
I think it's cool for what
I'm
it
loving
is.
this. I'm loving it. It's just because I love the dots. So I'm like, haha, we didn't cancel dots. Here it is.
Even though I
Well,
agree with
in all
Sean, that Mickey
fairness-
Mouse is horrible.
But in all fairness, when they announced that Dots was going to end, they very specifically said that you would find the components in other things. So I think instead of just like the Dots as a theme, you're just going to get in different places stuff that has dots in it.
Yeah.
I will
It's
say,
just cute,
even though you can
cute.
tell what characters they are, not all of them look good.
Right.
Um,
But it's got
No,
great
no.
buildable
I mean, this is-
frame and those white pieces for mocking. There's
Yeah.
like the potential,
Yeah,
But-
and this is smaller than like most of the like the art ones. So this is there's a little less space here.
I do like on the sides of the frames though how they have the Mickey Mouse ears. You know how
Oh,
they
yeah,
stick out
that's
like
cute.
that. That
That's
is really
cute.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, what's up, Countra? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
SD says Dots didn't die. They live at my house.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this for Duplo. I ain't gonna lie,
yeah.
man. That's pretty sweet looking, dude. Look at that giant pumpkin down at the right hand corner.
Oh yeah, they went all out.
Oh,
for the
this is
kitties.
cute.
Dude, and what's up with that cat with the tiny head and the huge body?
Little kids got to be able to grab it by its head, like they do.
That's
They got to be able to grab it.
It's true.
I really like that, man. If it was a little bit different, I'd probably want to get it.
And they look at Granny with her purple hair. She's all cool.
So what are these figures called? We got mini figs, mini dolls. What are these things called?
Duplo figs, I guess.
They are very. If you thought mini dolls were awkward looking, man, these things are definitely.
And it's a 3-in-1. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's the first 3-in-1 for Duplo too. These little storybook things, I guess, you know, if you're into those little storybook things, they're great.
Oh, the figures are weird.
Did we see? Because do you have all the other ones that came out? All the other?
I don't think so. I only got 2. This one and Robin Hood. No, not Robin Hood. Somebody Hood.
If we don't have
the other Little Mermaid ones, there was a whole bunch of like little Well, no, but there was also the jewelry box.
Oh, well, wait.
Ariel.
So Jay will keep track. Jay will keep track.
Okay,
I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that one.
So
I mean, there's a lot of cool elements and stuff in those.
So these figures were kind of like the mini dolls of the mini dolls.
So I didn't realize this set was based off the movie. I thought it was based off the cartoon at first.
Yeah, no,
they're all based off the movie.
Because I am not liking that Ursula. I thought it was
She's sparkling. Notice how Sebastian the Crab in the movie is an actual crab, and so therefore that's why it's a crab.
Okay, I have so many issues with that. Like
he looks exactly like that in the movie.
No, and I've seen it, and it's creepy. Okay, Sebastian's adorable in the cartoon. It is creepy.
I know. He's gonna sing a song too. Imagine that too.
Like crabs are not cute.
No.
No. I mean, look, they're
horrible little cannibal creatures, but it'll be fun. It'll be a fun little movie, everybody. Yeah.
We'll see, man. I think this is not just in Disney, but just in Hollywood in general. Everybody's talking about how like there's just they can't create anything really good and new right now. Well,
stop
just keep revamping everything, you know.
Well, stop turning cartoons into movies. It's just like if it was a cartoon, let us enjoy it as a cartoon. Just stop. You know, so
I don't know. The Jungle Book was really good. I thought I haven't seen really any of the other ones. I finally watched the Jungle Book. I thought it was good, but
one of the things about the Jungle Book is that it did like making those kind of things did advance movie making technology by quite a bit. And my understanding is that's actually part of the way that Jon Favreau got into like being a part of Star Wars was his work and stuff on that.
Yeah, he did the Lion King. He did the Lion King one.
Yeah, but like it's gotten egregious. Like they're doing a live action Moana, and Moana is not even 10 years old. Like there's nothing to add. There's nothing new to bring to that. It's a beautiful cartoon as is.
I can't believe they're talking about making a remake of that already, man.
Well, why not do Frozen? Or is that a play already? But might as well do Frozen. It was the biggest. It was the biggest of all time. Might as well.
Yeah. So, what's up, Cliff? How you doing, man?
Hey, Cliff.
Is The Rock and
Moana.
Yeah. You're welcome.
And in fact, he's the one who made the announcement about working on the live action one.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the jewelry box.
Oh yeah, there's a jewelry box.
There we go.
It's a jewelry box.
Crazy crystal dress. There are no legs for this figure at this point. It's just a crystal dress.
Yeah. But this is again another place where we're finding dots.
Right. It's going to spin too, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tech says they're doing a live action Lilo and Stitch as well.
Wait, what?
Rip cute Stitch forever. I'm telling you, dude. It's like with Lego. Look, if it's not going to look good, just some stuff does not translate good to live action. It's not going to look good, man.
What about the movies that were half animated, half live action already, like Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
The last good one I saw like that was really like probably Who Framed Roger Rabbit, man. That was probably the last good one I saw that I could think of. But I don't know. Danny says when we getting live action My Little Pony, it'll happen. They're gonna just get some horses and spray paint some stuff on the side of them.
Spray paint some stuff on the side of them. All right, here's this big Sonic.
All right, Sonic fist action. I love the fist.
Okay,
slam it down.
I don't love the prices, but I am excited for the sets.
So are the rings? Yeah. Are those rings new pieces? New elements?
Yes, those are new pieces.
Mm-hmm. What are the prices?
I haven't even seen that rampant.
This one is 35.
Stunts, right? 35. This is Krampus on stunts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
think
you
so,
don't
yeah.
get a lot with it.
Yeah, I'd have to look at
Yeah.
the box again.
New printed
right. I'll
soda
probably look at
can.
the box again and be like, man, what the heck?
Well, you get that new printed soda
I
can.
like that cola. What does
Yeah.
that say?
I think
Cheetos? What? Come on. Chino? I think it says Chinos. Wait, no. Chaos Cola.
Chaos Cola. Okay.
Nice.
Right,
That's
Dr.
cool. I
Chaos.
want some Chaos
And you
Cola.
get this new cooler. You get this cooler.
I haven't compared it to the Sonic fig in the idea set, but if it's not the same as that fig, then I believe this fig is exclusive to the
Well,
check
set.
out the little bird. You got a little bird.
When we show off the one that you have, Jay, I want to see if it has the same sneakers, because I did notice that on this one, the sneakers does have that yellow swoosh thing on it.
Right.
Yeah,
inside
mine
the-
does not.
And dude, that's a very
Dimensions
weird looking
one
bird,
doesn't.
by the way.
Right. There's a whole bunch of little critters coming. Whole bunch of little critters coming. But the ball is, it is what it is.
I mean, this is clearly, I think, designed for younger fans. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Because of the play features.
Yeah.
I think the only reason we probably get it is because of the minifigure part of it, which
Right.
it's cool to get tails and stuff. I can't remember what the tails, Knuckles.
Tails
Amy's
and
in
Amy.
2 sets.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
there's a 5th set we haven't seen yet, but
I hope that one has Knuckles.
You're
I
right.
hope
That's
so,
not a
too.
lot for $35. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Right.
God
but
dang it,
yeah.
dude.
but
Come on,
it's more than you'd get in a stunt set. So it's pretty.
Yeah.
They're doing good. They're doing good.
Yeah.
My daughter is like losing her mind because she saw the Sonic movies
Right.
and
Uh-huh.
fell in love with Sonic, and to the point where she's now reading the comic books and everything now.
Oh, right on.
And so she's all about Amy and all these other characters. She flipped when she saw this.
I
So
want to
this
get
one
tails.
this one is $40. Cheapest way to get
Dude,
tails.
that's more expensive than the Indiana Jones set.
And
man.
does Tails only have a single tail, or is that supposed to be?
No,
You
that's
better have a
two
double
tails.
tail.
There's 2 tails.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, I saw
Interested
Blank
printing
Carving is out there. Good morning, Blank Carving and Brick Pasta. He says, "But Chop sent me. Thank you, Chop."
Yeah, thanks, Charles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 printed pieces in right there,
Yeah.
I know, but it's crazy that
and
Indiana Jones set I just
another
got
little
with the
bird,
pl-
another little bird.
Yeah.
And there's little bits. God,
It looks like
little
Tweety.
birds almost look like a Friends version, but I'm assuming it's because it's Sonic.
Right,
That's why it
Sonic.
looks like that. But yeah, I am kind of surprised that the Indiana Jones set is cheaper than this set.
Have you noticed that all
Well,
the
the Indiana-
enemies are brick built?
Well, there's the $40 Indiana Jones. And that's
I
the
know, but
same
I'm thinking
price
about the
as this.
one that I got with the plane and the car.
Yeah, well, that's 35.
Exactly.
And
Oh,
you notice,
is it? All right.
you notice that Sonic has multiple face expressions. Each
Yeah,
head
this is a different face
He's
expression.
got a different face.
Ah.
Every
This
Oh.
one
set.
is 50, I believe.
Dude, what is that little animal sliding down the water on that thing? Is that a dog?
Well, because this is what
Oh,
the,
yeah, it is a dog.
Amy's animal rescue or
Right.
something.
And I like
Right.
the little rabbit. That's cool.
Yeah.
There's 3 little critters in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Lego is really good at toying with my emotions. You know what I mean? Like they're like some of the stuff looks good, but then I'm like, oh God, what is it worth that price? And is it worth buying a whole set that I don't really care for just for a few pieces like that I do want? It's like, I don't know, man. Hive comparing Indiana Jones to Sonic.
Exactly. And aren't those the tread pieces though? Like
Yeah,
the-
those are
the-
tread pieces.
Yeah.
Not the
I
first
like
time
this
Lego's done that.
little play feature though. I
Yeah.
think that's cute.
Mhm.
Collapsing bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I think just a lot of times, most times when we have issues with stuff, that's not just constructive criticism. It's usually
Yeah,
just the
here's the big one, the $100 one.
Yeah. And I'm like, will the loop
oh
work?
my God, that's
Yeah.
$100, dude. That just blows my mind that is $100.
It's got Eggman in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, and that's a cool looking figure.
See,
Yeah,
it's
he
cool.
is.
His vehicle
If-
and everything is pretty cool. Like the
I
show.
feel like if you're gonna get this set, there's no reason at all to pick up the $35 set.
Oh yeah. I just get chat. Am I losing my mind? Like $100 for this, man?
It's a lot.
Even if I wanted to go by piece count, I'd be losing my mind.
Right. Well, there
Yeah.
is the license tax. Don't forget. You know.
And there's the big
You're so
Stunts
funny
pieces
talking. You're
tax.
like-
All those
You know-
big ramp pieces too.
Yeah, I was wondering because I feel like the sets that have those kinds of pieces tend to be more expensive. I don't know if maybe
No,
that
yeah,
has to,
and-
like,
Yeah.
And there's Jay might assume that a lot of these are new molds.
Yeah, at least the ball piece, I think. I don't
Well,
know if
I
the
wasn't sure about the
ramps are.
ramp pieces
The eyeballs.
because
The
I don't
ramp-
think I've seen ramp pieces like that. But I
Well,
Have they not had
some of
those
them
in
are
stunts?
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah,
are
I think those are
Ah,
stunts
okay.
pieces.
Yeah, they're just recolored and
Yeah.
whatnot because they've had a loop and all that stuff.
So
But I
look,
get
I will give
a
it
lot
up
of
for 'em
new
for the
fig
molds. The
pieces,
colors and the
too.
prints are never really something that I think is that
Right.
costly. But molds, all right, I get it. But even the molds is still a whole other subject. I guess
So-
that's the cue for no more news.
Yep, that's it. That's the one.
that's not
There we
it.
go.
Okay, but I do I do have
we-
one more comment about the Sonic.
Yeah.
Number one, thank you for just giving us minifigs and not being some weird fig in an app that I have to play with.
Yes.
one.
Good call. Good call.
And like on that same vein, my number two is that you know, this looks like something fun to play with. You know, it's very reminiscent of the game. The fact that you have the ball and you hit the little thing and you go through the courses, like this is something that is interactive, which I love for kids, especially like when you build something and now you have this fun way to play it and different, like you can mix different pieces to make different obstacle courses and things like that. So I have a lot of positive things I think about this set. And if they'd only take a look, like I want this to be successful because I want them to rethink what they've done with Mario and maybe think, oh, maybe we should do stuff more like this for Mario, where like there's actual minifigures and play features instead of requiring an app in that creepy Mario.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
agree.
why I almost feel like it's Nintendo, because when they did Dimensions, we got a Sonic and other licensed video game figures, but yet no Mario, because they're like, no.
It probably is. Nintendo's weird like that.
You know.
So we have whatever this is, some Disney duos.
Ooh,
It's sorta like-
yeah.
Wait a minute.
That was the other half of the Chinese rumor thingy.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I gotta look at it. It's a little closer.
But yeah,
Are those all brick built or like?
Yeah, those are all brick built.
yeah. Look at Lumiere and
Oh my gosh! Look at
Cogsworth.
Squirt! Look at Squirt, dude! Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
If anybody doesn't know who I'm talking about,
is that
it's
Hey
Little
Hey?
Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Pua's freaking me out. Maybe it looks
Pua.
better on a bigger
Pua.
picture, but
Right.
but Hey Hey. I love
And
Hey
isn't
Hey.
that Figaro? And I don't know who the dog is. That's
From
that- That's that little bulldog.
I can't remember. But no, dude, good. That's cool stuff, man. I like that. It's like building figures, but they're really detailed. And holy cow, what is up with
Yeah,
the
so it's
Patronus?
a Harry Potter display showing us all the sets that we're getting.
We're getting a Patronus.
Yeah, so that's the
brick built
Stag
one.
Patronus build.
That's a pretty.
They were-
It looks like it's a pretty
Yeah.
big size.
I know,
dude.
Jay. That's why I'm saying, Jay, we could get that giant chicken.
Oh yeah.
We have
Wow, I'm
Dobby
I'm
the
just
Elf. We have Battle of
infatuated right now.
Hogwarts, the
Yeah,
Weasley
Hogwarts.
building,
Weasley
and
Weezes.
the train.
man, you guys are
Yeah,
surprising me.
coming
I didn't
into
even know this stuff
Hogsmeade
was happening.
Station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're giving us more of those ramp.
We've
pieces.
leaked these last 2 weeks, Hive. I mean, we've had like pictures and words, but we haven't had any,
I
real
must have
pictures.
been not paying attention.
like
My
this.
bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
And then Pac-Man.
By the way, there's a few new people out here. Hold on. We're gonna
That's-
say
there's
just a
the-
second. I gotta look at this Pac-Man thing. Hold on.
Okay, those Pac-Man. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Really? That actually looks pretty good, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Better than the foosball?
Oh, way better looking than the foosball
All
one.
right, all right.
But I guess we'll see.
Did we have any prices, leaked price on it yet? Did the other one have a price on it?
I
90, was it
guarantee it's
99?
gonna be in at least
At least?
$300
Yeah, this is a
range.
couple hundred, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
250.
200.
By the way, okay, so let me hold on.
250. I said 250.
Hello to Gorgonzola. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hopefully I said that
Gergen.
right. Also, good morning to
Hey, Richie.
Brickaroo Bonsai. What's
Hey,
happening?
Brickaroo.
The minifig who?
Minifig who? Life in the TARDIS.
Good morning, good morning. Donnie, is it Hebert?
Donnie Hebert. Yep, Hibbert.
Hopefully I said that right. I think that's all the new people that came in.
You said hi to
Toy
Richie.
World?
You said hi to Richie, right?
Oh no, Richie, what's up? Hey, Richie. Sorry, I'm still going to the bottom of the chat.
And we just got Quack Snap.
Quack Snap.
Quack Snap. Oh, right.
Well,
Quack
thank you
Snap.
for being here. And that isn't.
I just like saying that name.
Yeah, that's a good name. I like that.
I love it.
Excellent. Did you say there was some more news you wanted to talk about, Jay?
Well, that was
Ninjago
the,
segment.
that was
yeah,
it? Okay.
Ninjago segment.
Right. Plus, we got the Ninjago segment. Let's play the Ninjago segment.
Woohoo! Here we go.
Ooh, Ninjago.
This week we have some leaks and reveals for Ninjago, starting off with a very blurry image of the new Ninjago modular Ninjago City Markets. As you can see, we can't make out a whole lot of detail from this picture, but we can see 2 stacks of buildings with a cable car connecting them. Ninjago Markets is also rumored to have over 20 minifigures. Included in this lineup is all 6 Ninja, Master Wu, Garmadon, Pixel, Vinny, Okino, Misdemeanor, Twitchy Tim, and Cyrus Board. The inclusion of both Vinny and Garmadon hints that Vinny's apartment, where Garmadon took residence for a time, may be included in the build. Also revealed this week is the new Lloyd variant in the Secret World of the Ninja book. It is this non-canon Samurai Lloyd minifigure. While the minifigure does look quite excellent, I would have preferred a new character or ninja suit variant we have not yet seen in minifigure form. A promotional image for this new book has given us our first look at the upcoming Destiny's Bounty, part of the Ninjago Summer 2023 wave. As you can see here, this new Destiny's Bounty looks a bit more futuristic than the last one, kind of reminds me of the 2015 Bounty in that sense. You'll also notice that the staple dragon head is missing from the front. The dragon head is a feature of all Destiny's Bounties, has been present on the front of all the boats, but it was noted in some text rumors that the head and other aspects of this Destiny's Bounty build are detachable and not pictured in this image. That's it for this Ninjago news segment. Back to our panel.
Very informative.
Yeah. There was also a rumor,
especially that Samurai X bit.
Yeah. There's also a rumor that dropped last night that we're going to be getting Ninjago modulars every few years, but that's not a confirmed rumor.
Also,
isn't that what's been happening though?
Yeah, that is what's been happening.
It's a pattern.
I mean, and this one is supposed to be able to connect as well, right? I mean, so this is going to be the 4th one. Now that is a heck of a modular street, dude.
Yeah. If you have all 4, I believe you'll be able to make a perfect rectangle.
Oh, okay.
Ninjago, man, they be killing it, dude. They be killing it. Look, but then because I bought Ninjago City Gardens a few years ago, and one of my favorite sets that I have and that I built. And I can only assume Ninjago City was like that. Doc's was probably like that as well. And I'm sure this next one will be like that. They're so great about mixing different things into a building or whatever you want to call it. It's not just a building, but yeah, awesome stuff, man. Ninjago still going strong, still killing it, still giving us pretty decent prices for the most part, I think, compared to all the other themes. Ninjago is probably one of the best ones as far as like prices. They constantly give us great minifigs, awesome prints, great molds. Yeah, man. Ninjago is good stuff. I can't. Yeah. Like I said, if I wasn't collecting already like 10 different themes, man, I still pick up Ninjago stuff randomly. Like, and some of the coolest things that they put out, like, what was that fox, or was it a fox or a wolf? Remember that had the multiple tails? Yeah, the Lloyd's Journey thing. Yeah, I bought that, and that is one of my favorite animals that I have, man. So definitely good stuff. Also, there was one thing too we wanted to mention about the dreams. I don't remember if we mentioned when it was coming out. Did we say that when it was coming out?
The 15th. The 15th.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a dream segment. Me and Jay did a dream set because you guys were too busy apparently.
I guess. Yeah, we're a little busy, I guess. Hive, I have 12 boulder blasters. I'll sell you.
Oh,
12?
Ninjago.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
What season is the Boulder Blaster?
Season 4.
Wow. Okay.
It's got a bunch of spring-loaded missiles on the front.
All right. Dangerous. Dangerous.
So a couple random things, and then we're gonna do celebrations.
Okay.
So one, we will announce it when we do it, so you guys will know ahead of time. But we are going to live stream a meeting, a Good Morning Brick World meeting, but it's going to be for members only.
Members only. Okay.
Because we wanted to think of some more stuff to do for members, because of how much support that they give us, man. So if you are interested to see us talk about what would be on the next Good Morning Brick World, because sometimes we get off topic and just whatever.
Oh yeah, we go long sometimes. Sometimes we go long.
Yes, sometimes we do. Now, this is not something that we're going to do on any kind of a regular basis at all. Just once in a while, we thought that we'd give our members a little peek inside of our meetings, because for some reason, a lot of people seem fascinated that we have meetings for Good Morning Brick World. Like, but I don't know. We could do it without the meetings, but the meetings really, really help.
Yes, they do. Yes,
they do.
Yes, they do. So that's something that will be coming in the near future, and like I said, we'll let you guys know about it. But we need to prep for that too, because
exactly.
It'd be a live stream.
I gotta wear pants for the meeting. Dang it!
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And they happen literally like right after I get off work.
Yeah. So So, anyways, also, so next week is our end of the month show, and every end of the month show, we do our member giveaway. And in honor of May the 4th and everything coming up, this will be our member giveaway. I posted on Instagram.
Full screen, Jay. Full screen.
Just in case you didn't see it, this will be the giveaway for the members. I might actually give some away also for the subscribers as well. Next week.
That could be fun.
But this is a pretty awesome set, especially if you don't have any of the sets. But I was mentioning before that this guy is probably one of the peak things about this, because this guy only comes in this set. And I don't know, it might be retired now.
Yeah, that box is collectible as well. And Grief Karga before he was the High Marshal.
Right. And and this box isn't like great, like perfect condition if you're a box fan, So anyways, but I'm not gonna lie, I will pick something out to give to subscribers. I just don't know what yet. But yeah, I just want to let everybody know that if you're into Star Wars, that will be the giveaway for the members next month. So
all right, that'll be cool.
And look, I've had a few people mention to me before about like why do you give stuff away and stuff? I just gotta tell you, man, look, and I know this is gonna sound cliche. Within reason and within my means, I like to give stuff away. I really do. I like to make people happy, because I know how it feels, man, to win anything. Because I never really win stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's a fun part of the show,
Well, and plus it's also my appreciation to our members. It's just something I wanted to do on a regular basis, just to show you guys like, hey, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel with the money that you guys give as members. A lot of it, I buy stuff like that to give away to everybody. You know what I mean? So anyways, enough of that. I don't know if we actually made it official celebrations for what I'm getting ready to do.
Of course we did.
Okay, I was like, I remember we talked about it, but I wasn't sure if we did.
Why would I celebrate? Why would I not? Why would I not?
What is going on here? All right. Do you have a celebration that you'd like to share with Good Morning Brick World or the Lego community? If so, let us know on the Instagrams at Good Morning Brick World. Yeah, and we'll celebrate you here. All right. Cat, what are you doing? Get away, get away. Let me hit you with my stick. Get away, kitty. Oh, hey, everybody, no. I'll have a stick in my hand. No, you were just seeing things. All right, see, I have a balloon in my hand. I don't know what you people were talking about. All right, so I guess we don't have. There's nothing to celebrate this week, so send in your celebrations, and we'll do. Oh, yeah. What's that, Have? Oh, for real? Oh, okay. Well, let's celebrate that. Hey, Hey everybody, did you hear? Episaurus has finally kicked Ross to the curb and made him give him his own channel. Yeah, she was tired of him doing reviews at her channel, just trying to take away from the great shine that is Episaurus. Who does this Ross guy think he is anyway? All right, well, congratulations, Ross. You got yourself a new channel and you're off to a great start. Yeah, keep up the good work, Ross. Yeah, all right, well, that's it for celebrations. I'll see you all next week. Yeah, back to you, Hive, sir.
All right, there you go. Congratulations, Ross, on the new channel.
Congratulations,
yes,
Ross.
congratulations. I've already watched the first couple videos when I found out, and they were terrific. Had total fun. I'm super excited for him.
All right.
And that was hilarious.
Yeah, and,
but the cat, you do not beat a cat.
I did not. I chased it away with the stick. There was no cats were harmed in the making. Celebration. Okay.
Well, you need celebrations, like that's going to start needing a disclaimer. Like no animals were hurt in the making of celebration.
It might have to be
except for that dolphin.
It's gonna have to be an agenda point at the next meeting. I'm like, no, we gotta celebrate here.
Can you imagine if like no one has ever seen this show and they just started watching like just a minute ago? They're like, what?
Oh my gosh!
What animals? What happened to the dolphin?
Well, the top. Never mind. It's not talking.
Never mind. So yes, congratulations, Ross. I'm sure anybody that has watched me long enough and knows the community well enough knows I have like a silly man crush kind of thing with Ross. You know, I don't know because like in the Hive streams are actually he's done on Good Morning Burkle too, but definitely in the Hive streams like he'll jump in and be like, "Hey, girl." I'll be like, "Hey."
Exactly. Ross is a character. He's a character.
Yeah.
Dude, he's such a good dude. He is.
What's so funny is when I first started watching Emmasaurus and stuff, and I would watch her do some of her stuff, like I was like, oh, I love Emily. And my daughter's like, I like her husband.
Yeah.
Dude, I know. And every time I say something, I swear
the
she's like,
hat. Yeah.
Emily's like rolling her eyes every time I say stuff. But I'm telling you, man, like I was mentioning about like at Brickworld. I mean, yeah. Can't wait to meet Emily or whatever, but as soon as I see Ross, I'm gonna be like, oh, there he go. I want to go say hi to Ross. Get my hug in. Hey, Brick Lover 18. So what's happening? Good morning. Thank you for being here. All right. Oh man. You guys had me in tears there for a second.
All right. That's the whole idea of celebrations.
Hold on a second. I just wanted to read a couple comments here. Richie says, speaking of giveaways, Hive, if you're not able to send the fig because of my address issue, save it for another giveaway. Let's see you spread the love. Like I said, it didn't work with the kiosk, so I'm gonna go to like an actual person and see if they can get it straight because I couldn't get a sticker because it wouldn't come up with the exact address. So I'll figure it out, man. I'll get it to you one way or another. I'm getting jumped at Brick Fair, Virginia since there's a huge Bionicle presence.
That ought to be good.
Don't worry. I got you, B-Fab. I'll protect you, man. Don't worry. Brick Scene. What's up, Rich?
Hey, Rich.
How you doing? Thank you for being here, man. Hope you're doing well. I saw you purchased a couple of UCS sets, but hey, man, you've done better than all of us, I think, about not buying anything because Rich hasn't bought any Lego sets since they raised the prices. And man, I'm telling you what, I just wanted to give him, I almost want to stand up and give him a standing ovation because Rich, that's called sticking to your guns, man.
Yes.
Not a lot of us can do it.
Well, wasn't it because he was just saving up money? It was just like there.
Well, whatever the reason, I mean, look, I quit smoking cigarettes for Lego. Everybody thought it was because of my health or like my kid or something. Nah, I just wanted more money for Lego.
All right, well done, Lego.
What the Lego addiction surpassed the cigarette addiction.
All right, well, one won't kill you. Okay, one might make you bankrupt, but it won't kill you. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean's out there. Also, Lady McBrick. Good morning
to
you.
McBrick.
How are you today? Let's see. Is there anybody else out there I missed?
Brick Lover 18.
Brick Lover 18. Yep, I did say good morning to you. Hive. I'm stubborn as hell. Mayo says I've just purchased pieces on Bricklink to build 100 Mayo Hosco sig figs. Damn.
He's going to get held up at customs. He's going to get held up at customs and they go, excuse me, sir. You need to pay some GST at the border.
You're going to be a Lego mule. All right. Well, let's see. What what's the time here? Oh yeah, we are right about 11 o'clock. Actually, before we get into our discussion of dimensions, Amberlia, do you want to do your whole thing?
Yeah, my questions, which
I never know whether to
this
say
week.
Yeah, I never know whether to say questions or polls. So I'm just like,
yeah. You could just say, that Instagram thing you do.
All right, so let's go ahead and kick out the intro for the Instagram thing you do. Moments. How could I forget that?
Thank you. Also, quick shout out to Sean, because you weren't here when I mentioned it, but you did a great, wonderful stream. Was loving that. I have some comments for you for that show. Brick Adjusters show was
full
amazing.
Of brick, yeah.
Oh, yes, Full of Brick. That's what it's called. Yes. All right. Let me share my screen here.
Oh, man, said he's bringing a sig figs to trade in Chicago. Right on.
Yeah, 100 of them apparently.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have sig figs or not. We'll see.
I'm gonna have a few.
I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of Good Morning Brick World merch, but I just don't know if I'm gonna have money to make a bunch of sig figs yet. We'll see.
I did. Well, I'll talk about it later. But great. Everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Excellent.
By the way, I did like your Lego Dimensions thing too. That was great.
Thank you.
I was like, dang, dude, she just like made up this one, man.
Yeah, I was proud. I didn't use like the template and everything.
Yeah, no,
I
man,
was like,
great.
yeah, I'm feeling it today.
That's why she's running the show on the Instagram. All right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so yes, Lego Dimensions. Are you familiar with Lego Dimensions? Was my first question. 65% said yes. 35% had heard of it, and there wasn't a single person who answered this who didn't know what it was. So I feel a little left out because I had no idea what it was. And then, how do you explain what Lego Dimensions is? And I said, if you don't know, feel free to guess. And we got great for minifigs, and that's about it. Minifigures pack, Lego gaming, kind of like Nintendo Amiibo. A theme with portals, a lot of Lego. I love it. Lots of awesome themes in Lego we haven't seen before, which is definitely something, that I saw there. My guess is it's similar to Disney Infinity, and then Lego characters that you can play with in the game. And then, do you own any Dimensions sets?
Oh, yeah.
So 13% have a ton. 67% have a few.
Yeah.
7% don't have any, but would like some in the future. And 13% are just not interested. So yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Ross, what's up? Good morning. Hey, girl, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know if you were listening earlier or not, but yeah, we were saying good things about you.
Well, you know what? I plan on I am going to be reposting our celebrations. I'm going to get back to like posting some of those things. So I will be reposting. So Mr. Saurus.
Mr. Saurus.
Keep an eye out for our Instagram. We'll tag you.
Yeah, we celebrated you. It was a celebration.
It was a celebration, yes.
So yeah, good numbers for the Instagram moments, the polls and questions and stuff like that. Let's see, Mr. Glad I was able to get Adventure Time with Esteem. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
All right. So, before we really get into the discussion of dimensions, let me pull up a few facts, just a couple facts that I had found out about it that I thought was interesting. All right. So, they did 30 different franchises, or I guess IPs, you would say. I honestly thought maybe it was more, but 30 is a lot. Right. And when they did, like, they would do sometimes multiple for one theme as well.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Characters. So I wanted to go down the list and let you guys know the different franchises, themes, or whatever they did. Adventure Time, The A-Team, Back to the Future, Beetlejuice, DC Comics, Doctor Who, E.T., Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Ghostbusters 2016, The Goonies, Gremlins, Harry Potter, Jurassic World, Knight Rider, Legends of Chima, the Lego Batman movie, Lego City, the Lego Movie, Lord of the Rings, Midway Arcade, which I thought was awesome. I didn't even realize. I'm trying to think of which ones they had for Midway Arcade. Mission Impossible, Ninjago, Portal, the Powerpuff Girls, Scooby-Doo, The Simpsons, Sonic the Hedgehog, Teen Titans Go, and The Wizard of Oz. They also had stuff in the game, like cameos, including HAL 9000 from Space Odyssey,
right?
Star Labs, The Flash, Bedrock from the Flintstones, the Family Room from the Jetsons, the DNA Ship from Red Dwarf. So there was a lot of different stuff that they infused into this. And one thing I didn't research enough was how tied in together a lot of these themes are, like what umbrella company they're in. So, like, for instance, when that movie Ready Player One came out, the movie production studio or whatever that was under, they used all these different themes from that movie studio. I don't think they did. If I remember, there was maybe one that they got permission to use or something like that, but they didn't use anybody outside of that umbrella. So back to the dimensions, I'm curious. All those different things, they can't fall under the same umbrella. I can't imagine. I mean, they're just too wide variety, everything from the arcade stuff to, However, and a couple more things. Gary Oldman voiced the villain of the game, Lord Vortek, and Joel McHale voiced his robotic sidekick, which makes more sense now why Joel McHale was at the last, what was it, the LegoCon?
Right.
Yeah, that's the side, the robotic
Expo.
Right. So just a couple interesting facts, and then we can get into some more stuff. But sorry, Emma, I thought you were going to say something.
Well, yeah, no. So the one thing I do have to say is, after hearing the list of what was included, like I feel like there's almost no reason for Lego to make certain sets. Like I've always felt like Lego had like this very much like there are certain things we don't want to touch because it's a little too scary or a little too this, a little too that. But they certainly had no problem making like minifigures and builds for some things that do not sound like family friendly.
Oh, you're exactly right. As a matter of fact, I made a video, I want to say maybe a year ago, about that exact thing, like certain things like themes or whatever they've done that are not family friendly. Beetlejuice. Now, I love Beetlejuice, and I feel like back in the 80s, I mean, I watched it as a kid, but yeah, now it's probably not even PC enough to watch for anybody really to watch, I guess, but definitely a kid. Yeah. But Lego definitely, a lot of the themes that they used in that movie, not too much language, but it was more just the ideas and themes of stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of sexual type of innuendo things, you know what I mean?
Well, they had Gremlins.
Gremlins, the same thing, and that's another one I had in my video because it was scary. Look, I saw Gremlins when I was a kid, and I at the end I had to, I told my dad I wanted to leave. It freaked me out, man, when they were like fighting Stripe or whatever, and like they killed him and he was like melting, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they do, but the thing that a lot of us have learned about Lego is, dude, they do what they want. They'll say one thing and then do another. Just like they made Blade and Punisher. I just built the Daily Bugle and Blade and the Punisher, dude. Like even the guns they have for the Punisher, they look pretty close, man. What I mean?
Very gunnish.
Right. So yeah, I think for them, they just cross the line on some, and sometimes they do stuff and then they take it back. Obviously, a lot of stuff they've canceled. But yeah, it is very interesting, the list of things on there. And let's I saw a few new people out here too. Let's say hello real quick. I saw Sai. Who else?
Top of the morning to you, Sai.
Top of the morning to you, Sai. Brick and Brood. Good morning
Brick
to
and
you.
Brood.
Let's see here. I saw somebody else too. Just Brick Biters. What's going on? Also, I believe Mr. T did not voice his character. Oh, very interesting.
Ivan is with us as well.
Ivan, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Many of you didn't they plan a Vortec release? BFAB. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did. They planned to release the main villain as a playable character. And unfortunately, it never happened.
Lego said no first-person shooters produces Overwatch sets. Yeah, look, your average dude. That portal, by the way, is awesome. I almost bought that set just for that thing because it looks
That's
so
portal
cool.
is great.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, so like there's this whole base thing which you actually plug into the game, and the whole portal detaches. And then these little shield things, these keystones, they actually attach to the back in the beginning, and then you put them on as you get them in game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something we will definitely get into because what a lot of us really love Twitches for is the minifigs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But it was a game, you know what I mean, that you could play.
Now, I did a little bit of research before this as well, but mostly on like the game part. And my understanding is like you can't even buy the game digitally. Like it is not like you have to like eBay like copy with the disc and everything and load it that way. Like you can't even get it digitally.
You have to get this whole setup in order to play it.
Oh, you can't even play it without that?
Yeah,
because you need it for the portal to get the characters into the game.
Yeah, because all the mythic stuff was like add-on.
There's up to 7 spots where you can put characters.
Yeah,
it
feels like they could still do like a digital version and just like drop a couple characters in.
I think that
Batman.
Yeah, because show the disc.
Wild
the disc,
Style.
I'm curious.
The bottom of the disc
Gandalf
is the thing.
And the Batmobile all came in the starter pack, and that was all you needed to complete the original.
Yeah, there's a chip in
the
there.
Main story.
Yeah.
So like,
because I still have
the characters would have 2 studs and have details around them, and then the vehicles would just have 4 studs. I left the clear piece on.
And
I
never played the game.
Year 2 items had yellow instead of blue.
Okay. That's why they were different colors.
Is there any chance that the reason the game is no longer available is because of like some licensing issues because of the characters that they used and things? Like maybe license expired for allowing them to use those characters?
It's possible.
I think it's more to do with the fact that year 2 didn't sell well. Because year 1 had the whole story base, and then you got all the fun packs and team packs and level packs to complete the game. But it wasn't like a ridiculous amount of themes. I think there were maybe like a dozen different themes to pull from. Well, and then year 2 they just did like a bunch of like
and here's
one
the
or
other thing.
one or two per theme, and I think it was too much. And there was no story either.
It's also costly. You know, it's not like a normal game where you just buy the game and you can play it. This is when you have a game, but then like there's the big part that comes with it. You can't even play the game without it. And then there's add-on packs and stuff like that. And yeah, I could see where being a parent and your kid keeps coming up to me like, oh, I want to get this theme for it. Which, again, I mean, it's not bad because the great thing about it was it's Lego. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like something digital that you can't interact with like on a physical level, you know what I mean?
The starter sets were $100, and then the fun packs I believe started out at $15. Eventually got moved down to $12.
But I tell you this,
and it's just a character and a build.
But for $100, man, like if I was gonna buy my kid $100 game, that it better be entertaining enough to where they're not gonna get bored of it in like a month. But I guess
team
I don't know.
So
team packs.
So here's my thing. Like here's where I feel like again this was just like a mistake on Lego's end. I feel like they should have sold the game with some default characters that you did not necessarily need to purchase this whole like physical thing to rely upon. And then if you wanted to add characters and you wanted to like have that additional fun, you could get these awesome characters and then you could bring them into the game, because I feel like that would have at least bare minimum, like a parent might be more willing to invest in like the game, see if their kid will even play it, because that's a huge investment to have a kid pick it up, play it for 5 minutes and go, I'm done. This is boring.
Right. Well, it came with Gandalf and Wildstyle.
Yeah, well,
and
the starter
somebody.
pack was 100, and then to get additional.
But that's what I
characters-
mean.
Yeah.
And at that time, $100 to even get it, that's the barrier to entry. If it had been like just a game you could buy at that time that came default with characters, and then you could get the bundle that came with additional characters in the portal and all that stuff.
Right.
I feel like it could have done better.
Yeah, I agree. And I want to make a little addendum to this as well, and then we'll get more back into the gameplay. So again, a lot of us really love it because the minifigs. I feel like probably more A-falls than anything, or even T-falls. Like it's not like we wouldn't play the game or something like that, or think it's horrible. It just I'm not gonna drop $100 to play, a Lego video game. But the minifigs and stuff is a totally different story. However, I myself have mentioned a lot of times, I know, right? Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So because I've got a couple here I was going to show too. But if we wanted it to come back because of the minifigs, then they should just do something with the minifigs. You know what I mean? Not try and tie it into an expensive video game or something like that. But that leads me into another question. I was kind of curious about what everybody thought is, let's say they did make a CMF series or something like that of just like the stuff they did with Dimensions. Would they do something like that? Because it's not like one brand, you know what I mean? Because you could have like Dorothy in one, and then have like Beetlejuice in another, and then blah 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 blah. Like, could they do something like that? It's not tied to a video game. So that, because again, the minifigs really, and we're gonna get into more of the gameplay stuff here soon. But like the minifigs, like I said, is like the biggest component I think about it that a lot of us like, and you don't like. So I've got Beetlejuice. I slept on most of the Dimension stuff, but like I picked up Beetlejuice, and it's one of my favorite minifigs because it's freaking Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? And it's an official Lego. It's not custom. So, would they make something like that again? You know what I mean? Because a lot of us would like these really random minifigs. So I don't know. For some reason, I don't think they would, or even that maybe they could for some reason. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's like Amberlia said, like a licensing thing that happened, because even if the sales were good, are they good enough to redo all the contracts, and stuff?
Right. But wasn't like a lot of that licensing taken care of by the video game company, and then they licensed from Lego the Lego's name and
yes, but that can still that's why you'll have like digital games and stuff like that will suddenly disappear because some sort of licensing has expired at some point. Yeah, so it depends on the length of time.
Yeah. Because if Lego paid for it by itself, I thought it would have lasted longer because they're like, we paid.
It depends. It depends on how long, the license was.
So Sai says that the Lego movie sets had combo franchise. But however, they did. But one, they didn't expand it in the same way that the Lego Dimensions did. And two, those minifigs were tied to the Lego or the Lego movie. So if we wanted what I'm talking about, it wouldn't be tied to anything. You know what I mean? It'd just be like, hey, we made a Beetlejuice figure and an A-Team figure for Dimensions. Let's go ahead and make these CMF packs that have all these different franchises in them. You know what I mean? But they're not connected to like a game or something like that. That's what I mean. Like, could they do that? How would that be complicated? Would it not? Because I don't know. So like, for instance, I didn't realize until watching some of Ryan's videos, like a couple years back or whatever, about the whole Star Wars minifig thing, about how, like, I think, what is it, Hasbro or Kenner? I don't know, one of them, how they have the rights to the Star Wars action figure, I guess is what it's called. So like Lego used to say like, well, we can't make the Lego minifigs because they'd be considered action figs. We can put them in a set, but even though that's all muddled and probably wrong and whatever, but I'm just curious if there's like a licensing thing going on, you know what I mean, that maybe they could or wouldn't do like that. Tech says, don't forget to like the stream. Thank you, Tech. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And licensing sometimes is complicated too, because it's like you could get the license for it and it's like that's in North America only, so you can't sell it in Asia, can't sell it in Europe, can't, So
well, I mean, and look at even how stuff like
complicated.
Right. And like, look at even Marvel. So one of the things that I've always complained about was when Sony let Spider-Man be in the MCU. And I'm like, I don't trust Sony that because they can pull the rug out. They can start saying, like, they already tried doing it in the Spider-Man movies when they had like they pulled stuff from the MCU into there. It's like, no, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? but even the licensing's like with like that, you know, how there's MCU, then there's Marvel Studios and all that stuff. So maybe there is something like, yeah, you could do it for this movie or for this or whatever. Maybe when they made the deals with all those minifigs, they only did it because it was tied to a video game. So they couldn't just do kind of whatever they wanted with it. I don't know.
Right.
But it's something I find very fascinating and would love to kind of know more about. Cabbage Face. Hey, my lord Cabbage.
Hey, Max. Hello. My Lord Cabbage. And hey, Max.
Hey, Max.
I want them to do the game again.
But should they?
I want them to do the game again. I want them to change it. I want them to
Right.
change it. I want it to make it so that you don't require the minifigs to play, and that you can get it standalone because I want to play the game. And then maybe you don't need some portal thing. Maybe you can or maybe it's like a smaller thing that you can use, but you can get minifigures, and it does unlock them, allowing you to play them in the game. And maybe they have special abilities that will unlock special things for like the completionist in you who wants to get like a bunch of extra things, or like something cool when like, two people team up and stuff like that. Like I would be interested to see how something like that would go. Now the game has to be fun, plain and simply. The game has to be fun. And I do kind of like the idea of bringing in like the Lego, like selling them that way, where number one, it's not like a CMF where like you don't know what you're getting. It's where you get to pick. It's like, oh, I want these characters from this because I want to play with these in the game, or I just want these minifigs, whatever the reason is that you're purchasing. Because number one, it reduces the barrier to entry and the pricing. So it does make it more reasonable. I think the Switch would be a great place to try something like this out on. They already have their amiibo stuff that they
They could do it amiibo style. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could absolutely have it where that's, how it, because I've never thought Nintendo has done amiibos well ever. And I would love to see that. That's my pitch.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So the game, oh, by the way, good morning, Craigster. Brick Stage Pass is out there. What's happening? And Brick Lover 18 says, speaking of Lego video games, what are your thoughts on the new Lego 2K Drive? So a lot of us have mixed, I feel like a lot of us have mixed feelings about Lego and video games and Lego and like the technology stuff, whether it's dimensions or it's video or it's what was the one before that? The scary one, not scary, but
Hidden Side.
Hidden Side, yes. They've had a lot of them, and I don't honestly, because look, a lot of people will say like, Lego are for bricks, and I agree with that, you know what I mean? But I see nothing wrong with having your bricks just like normal, and if there's an app you want to put on your phone for your you or your kid to try and interact with it online, I don't see an issue with that, you know what I mean? I don't think Lego should put too much focus into it, in my own opinion, because I just feel like if they step away too much from what they're known and do well, known for and do well, like it's gonna probably hurt them, even if you're trying to keep up with the times. But I don't know.
So one thing,
the hybrids, the bricks and game.
So here's the thing: video could have been awesome. You do see I have my video sets here. First off, awesome builds, really cool pieces, fun minifigures.
Right.
With the app, it could have been so much fun, and they could have taken advantage of like a lot of social media stuff like TikTok and everything for it, if you had been allowed to actually post your videos that you created.
Right, but weren't they
It
scared
could
of children's
actually
safety
been
or
allowed to
whatever?
do that and share them and download them and things like that.
Mm.
I think people would have had super fun with it. They would have like I could imagine having one of like your band members here and like you next to them like lip syncing along and doing like it could have been really fun. So you get these really cool fun builds that like, you know, again, they do turn and change things and like the idea of all the little tiles and how you could put different special effects and change the colors of things, it could have been so much fun if and only if they'd actually have let you do anything with what you created.
Wasn't that music copyright that held them back or whatever, or licensing again?
It was so much more than that. It was,
Yeah,
and
I
the
think it was
worst
a little more
part is
complicated.
when you saw like the commercials, right? You saw the kids in the video like playing around. And then when they finally let you download your videos, it was only small snippets. So that was I think the copyright part or the licensing part was that you could only do so many seconds of the video. But they apparently manually checked them to make sure there was no people or kids in it before they let you download it.
Oh, so it's just a figure. Just your figure dancing and not you dancing with your figure like
it was
in the
just
video.
these figures. Yeah, no, you couldn't have anything in. You couldn't like. What was the point?
Well, Lego and video games in general have been really wishy-washy. I mean, and I've seen some good comments out there as well. Because look, Lego, like we said, is known for their blocks. That's their primo building blocks, right? Okay. So when you're trying to make video games, now, yes, they work with developers, you know what I mean? But you got to understand that's a whole different market that you're stepping into. And video games is a serious market. So who are you trying to put, you know, your games out to, you know, because once you hit a certain age, you know, even a young age, like, dude, they're playing games that are like way beyond, you know, what Lego is probably doing. Now, the driving one, that one seems pretty cool. But again, see, the thing with me in video games, and I liked playing role-playing games, you know, RPGs, like Final Fantasy and stuff. That was one of my biggest things, besides fighting games, because those games were long. You know, I didn't usually get too bored of them because there was always these quests to keep going. Where like most other general games, man, you know, you beat them, you know, or kind of get bored of them in too quick of a time, and then they got really, really expensive. And I haven't been a gamer like in a while, like a serious gamer, but games are heck of expensive nowadays, man. And even this Lego one that's coming out, I'm curious to see how much, you know, it might be. But clearly there's a market for it and some people enjoy it, you know. And Lego Dimensions seemed like it was a fun game, you know. It seemed like there was a good, like a nice adventure in there. And just the fact that you can get these different characters, you know what I mean, and play them. And then they'd have special powers and stuff like that. Was very, very fascinating. Real quick, I just wanted to jump in the chat because it's kind of going fast, but I saw some good comments and I think some new people jumped in too. Yep, Richie says when done right, Lego games are fantastic. When wrong, it's ugly. Video figs were fire. I agree, man. They did some awesome video figs, dude.
Oh, they're
very
so
creative.
cool.
Very
They're
creative.
So cool.
And I almost grabbed. I saw one somewhere. I can't remember where it was. I was in a hurry, but it was the ice cream mermaid. You know, like she's got that. Her tail looks like an ice cream cone, like a waffle cone or something like that. Just beautiful stuff. Brickstein says, I think augmented reality could have worked, but they should have done a 3D building type thing. Or have an RVR ad for the studio. Look, that's something else I think would be very cool that Lego could tap into. If you're going to do that, like a virtual reality thing, like where you could virtually like build like with bigger blocks or something like that. Imagine making like, you know, something big out of Lego, or even, I don't know what kind of technology, if it's out there or not, but even like virtual bricks. Like, I don't know if you could wear gloves, you know what I mean? And like build stuff with virtual bricks, and like you could have a total 3D, you know, like
walk around the castle you build.
Or you could like blow it up, you know, like expand the picture, like, and like look further in or go into it. Like, I imagine, dude, if the technology was right, it would be fascinating to have something like that. But I don't think it'd be cheap either, you know. But whatever. Sean says yes, the lack of licensing actual songs was a dagger. Yeah, wow. Ivan says Lego Video could have been better. I still have all the Lego Video app. I just don't have the actual sets. I even toyed around a little bit with the hidden side stuff. I remember when those were out, and you know, I downloaded the app just to see what it looked like. You know, it was cool.
Me too. Me too.
It was cool.
You know, so my issue with a lot of the augmented reality stuff is that, and even virtual reality, like it requires you to have this space available. Right. Because like, for instance, with hidden side, you have to move like around
the item. Yeah.
And then you've got your phone and then, okay, it's like, oh, I have to tap the thing on here while I'm moving it around. It's clunky. Like definitely that was super clunky. At least with video, you could just kind of like stick it up in that place and you could push a little things, but you just had the thing going on in one space. So it was a little easier. Oh, and I do want to mention, Brother from Another Brick, I've seen grown adults struggle with the video app. It was a crap app. So I do want to say it was one of the least intuitive UIs I'd ever seen. And it took me, I had to purposely go out of my way to learn how to use the app and to play with everything and get comfortable to finally understand how to use it and use it in a way that was fun. So I got to a place where I finally figured out how to use it and everything. But again, like I couldn't share anything I made. What was the point?
Right.
Yeah. So I just sent, we'll share it here in a few before we get out of here. I just sent to our group chat and Instagram. Sai has a collection of dimensions. He sent me a picture of. Yeah. So we'll share that here in a few. So look, like I said, the difference between dimensions obviously is it wasn't an app thing. It was not only was it a game thing, but it was a multiple platform game thing. You know, you get it from Xbox, Sony,
PlayStation,
all that stuff. So, and I do believe also you could play it on a PC as well. I believe that you could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Barry, what's up? Watch Full of Bricks in the house. How you doing, man? Glad you could be here. Sorry, I lost track of the chat. But yeah, so it's definitely a different format than a lot of the other types of things that Lego has, tried to pull off. See, Ross says my best advice is never buy a Lego game for a Nintendo console. I've never had a good experience on Wii U or Switch. Personally, when I was gaming all the time, I was always a Sony guy. I mean, I had Nintendo a lot when I was younger, but I think the last one I had was Mario 3D was like the last really game I played on Nintendo a lot.
Oh,
except for at friends' houses, I play there on their Wii's and stuff. But no more bricks in the house. What's up, Harold? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I bought a Switch just for Breath of the Wild. Played Breath of the Wild, put the Switch away.
Yeah,
waiting for Breath of the Wild 2, pull the Switch back out.
Brick Rider says, Brick Hive, I played Minecraft on the Quest in VR. It's awesome. Lego could easily do it if they wanted to. Well, I mean, we all know that they invested like $1 billion into the metaverse. And the metaverse is what? Virtual reality, right? I mean,
what do you think about Dimensions coming back, but on the phone? This way you could actually use your phone's camera to scan the figure and bring it into the game. It'd be easier. You wouldn't have to buy some additional hardware because everybody's already got a dang phone, and they could do the phone app that they've been dying to do. And this way you wouldn't have to worry about children being seen in it or whatever, because it's a video game,
but
scan your figures.
Is the game fun?
It
has like the game has to be fun, right? Like that's the other issue is you can't just like, oh, I want to put an app on something. It has to be worth it. It has to be fun.
Well, some games too, I play and then I'll stop playing and go back to playing them. You know what I mean? Jay and I wasn't playing at the same time as Jay, but remember that Lego game we were playing, Jay, on the phone? I think it was on the phone, or maybe it was on PC.
Yeah, Lego Legacy.
Yeah.
Okay. Please don't say it was Lego Towers, because I was gonna be like unfriended.
I played that. I did play Lego Tower for like a day, and then I deleted it.
Yeah, I tried it out, and I was like, nah, this just ain't doing it for me, man.
Nope.
By the way, I think I saw Greg out there. Oh, there he is.
Hey,
Greg, what's up? London Bridge Bricks in the house. How you doing, man? I hope everyone is having a top Sunday. Totally. Brixine says, I'm really concerned the road they've gone down with 2K, introducing microtransactions into an already overpriced game. Yes, that is actually something I think Amberlia was really pointing out.
Yeah.
Talking about online or maybe backstage about these different. Was that what it was? The different levels?
Yeah.
Well,
so it's not
version.
it's not even just microtransactions. It's this whole like, okay, so like if you buy this level, you get XYZ, you know, and then if you buy like this really expensive level, like it absolutely hints to the fact that there's going to be microtransactions or something like a battle pass in there. And for something that is supposed to, like they're so careful about creating things for kids and like everything is like kid friendly and all this, like that's predatory. Those types of things in games, like with microtransactions and things like that, and the battle passes, and you're putting that towards kids. If grown adults want to spend their money on that and have a good time, that's great, but don't market that to kids.
Oh, well, if you really want to get your mind blown, you go on the VIP part on their website and you sit there and you gamble your VIP points for something true. You may or may not win. Which technically is gambling, but I guess the reason they don't call it gambling because it's VIP points instead of money. But how do you get your VIP points? What do you do with
what Brixine just said? It's pay to win, and that is BS.
Yeah. I've noticed some games out there, like I don't know which ones, I'm sorry, but I've seen some games out there like eliminating that, and good for them, you know, because it's not just about like trying to be morally right about making money. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're not ripping people off, but it can be an addictive thing if you're already involved in the game, you know, but it's also about making it a fair battleground, you know, like, okay, I can't help it if this guy outranks me with, you know, $100,000 a year and he can just afford to like drop all his money on his army or something.
That's why I stopped playing that one Star Wars.
Star Galaxy, Wars right?
Galaxy, Galaxy.
Yeah, I know. I still have it on my phone, but I haven't played in a while.
I played it for like 4 years, and I finally unlocked like one of the big legendary characters. I think my first one, I was like, I'm done. I can't catch up to like all these other people.
I know it's rough.
They put out characters, and the only way you could get the legendary characters is get other characters, and the only way you could get those early is spend money.
Oh yeah. Like, okay, this is not the time or place for it, but like Activision just did something really shady with like they're leveling up like their whole pay to win.
I heard something about that.
Yeah. You know, I love video game drama. That's like I have an entire YouTube account devoted to just following video game drama because that's one of my favorite things. But yeah, no, it's just it's getting ridiculous. It's getting super ridiculous, and I don't want to see things like Lego in there because I know a lot of people don't like the Lego games. My daughter still plays Lego Star Wars. The Skywalker Saga one. She loves it. She has a great time with it. I don't mind her playing that game and stuff. So I feel like there is still an audience for it. I don't want her to be playing one of these Lego games and then suddenly see like, hey, for like, you know, buy some like in-game currency so that, you know, you can upgrade this because she can't pass a level or something without it.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't mind if you're able to buy stuff just because, like, you know, you want to buy cool stuff or whatever, but not at the expense of you have to win. You can't win or do something without it. So Craigster says Dimensions was great because it came out at a time when Skylanders was popular and you had to build as you played, which is another great thing about the Dimensions stuff. Is like I said, at least you get a physical something that you can interact with. You know what I mean? I think, he says, wait. He says, but now Lego should stay away from combination games. Just do games and sets. Yeah.
I think if they were to do a Dimensions sequel, which they kind of set up at the end of the first one, they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
They should make the game and then make like a few sets based on the game, but keep them separate. That way you could still get like characters that you want, and you could just get the sets if you wanted to and not bother with the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then do vice versa, and then do both as well.
Yeah, I mean, so I wanted to get back because out of the four of us on the panel, Jay is the only one that's technically played the game.
Yeah.
Now, I said it does look like fun, but Jay's actually played it. So Jay, why don't you give us a little bit of your insight and opinions and rundown?
Oh yeah, it was great back when I played it. So the main story for the first year was Batman, Wildstyle, and Gandalf going around to different dimensions trying to stop the bad guy, Lord Vortek. He was trying to collect a bunch of things from different dimensions and combine them so that he could control them all. And then they end up defeating him. But he found a way back. He left like a little piece of him behind and made his way back into our universe, or like the main universe. And then year two, well, actually, let me go back to year one. Year one also had, when you got a character from a certain theme, let's say Ninjago, you gain access to this little world for Ninjago where you could go around and do different things and collect different things. And that was kind of the reason you'd want to buy characters from different themes. Certain characters also had certain abilities that you could do in the game. And there was like a way in game, if you're playing like the main story, you could buy with studs the character for like 30 seconds to complete certain things. But if you didn't want to spend studs, you could go out and spend however much money to get the character.
So you only needed to get one Ninjago character to unlock the Ninjago thing. I didn't need to get every last Ninjago character.
I mean, I got every last one, but that's just
of course
Ninjago.
Well, you know,
but like with
that goes without saying.
With Chima, for example, there were 3 Chima characters, but only Krager goes underwater, so he's the only one I picked up because the other 2 don't do that.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it definitely seemed like a fun game.
Yeah.
You know,
It
now would you say it was worth it as far as like
I think
the complexity and the length of the game? Like it wasn't something you just
I think so.
2
Yeah.
days.
And the
was it?
purchase
I mean,
of the hardware, the portal.
Like if you did nothing but play the game for 2 days, you might be able to beat it. But yeah, assuming you'd have to do other things, then yeah, you'd get to play it for a little while. You know, each level would be in a different universe, and it was a lot of fun. I feel like year one was very much worth it. You know, you buy the starter pack, you have to buy some other things, but I felt like that was worth it. It was valuable enough to where I enjoyed it. But then year two, not so much. They added some new features to the game. Like they had this battle mode, which was really fun. I don't think you needed to buy anything from year two to get access to that.
Right.
But then they didn't add any major storylines. They had a few story packs, which were alternate portal builds for a few things. But as far as I could tell, I never actually got any of them. It was just a playthrough of whatever story it was. Like they had the Lego Batman movie and Ghostbusters 2016 and Fantastic Beasts, I think, as well. And then they did a bunch of different themes as well, which gave you all these other worlds. But it wasn't as interesting to me.
Well, and something else, kind of a bigger thing, you know, that kind of looms over this conversation in my eyes is, why is Lego making video games? You know, I get you want to try and keep up with the times. I get maybe you want to throw something to the wall, see if it sticks, but it seems almost dangerous, really, to try and dip into that territory, you know, because let's say, I don't know what even the age range necessarily would be, because you obviously are probably not going too young with it, with dimensions and stuff. But let's say you got your young T-Fall or whatever starts playing it, and maybe they're playing it and they like the video game a lot, you know what I mean? So they want to play more video games, you know? I mean, I wonder if it's something that could actually essentially pull them away from building blocks and kind of they start becoming a gamer. Like, wouldn't that be weird, you know? Like, it's crazy. Like, imagine if PewDiePie or somebody was like, or Ninja, you know, like that YouTuber Ninja was like, yeah, you know, Lego Dimensions introduced me to gaming, and I just didn't ever look back, you know. But I don't know, for something that is all about using creativity and building something with your blocks to try and staring at a screen, you know what I mean, and playing a video game for who knows how long, you know. So I don't blame them. It's something I'm trying to really like necessarily rant about. It just seems weird in a way to me, you know. I don't know. It almost seems like, you know, if a book company was trying to get you to
Right,
say
but
a video game or something, you know.
They encourage you to build the little side builds during the game when you're like, they were like, build the such and such. And
Yeah,
then
you
I know,
get a side
but
build.
we're
and then
talking.
build
Look,
the-
we're talking like,
you know.
And then
the side
when you
build is.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah, but
but
it's-
you know, it's a few,
but
it's a
the
few
side
moments
builds-
of Lego, and then you're back to the game. Then some Lego.
And
in
granted,
the
that is
hands,
better
then
and
back
more
to the
interesting,
game,
you know, but it's still.
They tried.
The side builds were also 3-in-1s, so you could buy with studs other models of the vehicle and then build it in real life, the alternate models. So there was a bit more of a building aspect.
Yeah.
But eventually, to be honest, I just got sick of that and just left it as the base model. Partially because it wore out the pieces. Like they're on here now, but these lightsaber pieces on the Ninja Copter, the clips are really loose.
Right.
I need to buy new ones.
Sai says comics have video games too, and you're right, Sai. And I don't want to dismiss that or sound hypocritical about it, because even books have had video games based off.
So is there any chance that, so for example, with this new driving game, because we talk about people going into their dark ages at a certain time, right? I mean, is there any chance that part of this could be an opportunity to re-engage people with Lego? Like from a different, you know, because they're like, oh, I remember Lego. Oh, cool. You can build this car or what have you, or something.
No,
I mean,
totally. That's the flip side of the coin to what I just said. Yeah, that's more the optimistic side. Is like, yeah, maybe it's to pull somebody like that's playing video games already, and maybe they had Legos as a kid, and especially like maybe with the Star Wars saga and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe they're just like, holy cow, I wonder if Lego makes these types of cars, and then maybe they jump into Speed Champions, and you know that rabbit hole. I mean.
Oh yeah. especially now they're so detailed.
So hold on, there's some good comments out there I wanted to read. Books and video games. Yep. Harry Potter is a good example. There have always been that collect them all, pay for the rare ones mentality with toys, garbage pail kids, muscle men back when I was a kid. Yeah, that's true. There is definitely the collect them all mentality. I mean, look, I will tell you, I bought these two, you know, because I was like, oh crap, if Lord of the Rings starts going crazy, these are going to go up in price, because you can get most of, not all of these figs, Mr. T, Beetle, you can get them.
Yeah, decent number are still pretty cheap.
But you never know what's going to happen.
Gone up, but
I'm sorry, Amberlia, go ahead.
Sorry. So I do want to address, just because it's, there's a lot going on in the chat.
Yeah,
right,
I'm trying to keep up with her.
It's a lot of the microtransaction things. And so I just want to make a couple of my points clear that I was talking about, is that I don't inherently think there's anything wrong with microtransactions. I think they can be a fun way to, especially in a multiplayer game, to be able to you know, kind of show off your character a little bit, or kind of give a little flair to things like that. I don't have problems with that. And I do understand there's a lot of free-to-play games where that is how they make their money, you know, and a lot of these games have turned into live services. There are places where, you know, you pay this money and you get something for it. You know, I mean, yes, you get this battle pass, and like you, as long as you're playing the game and stuff, you know, and utilizing it, you do get something for your money. When I talk about like the predatory ones, you know, I do talk about the ones that, oh gosh, I can't remember what video game it was, that there was a whole thing about it where they very specifically make it not obvious that you're spending money to get something. And so kids who, you know, are, you know, maybe they're logged in like to their, I don't know, maybe it's on Nintendo, and they've got their Nintendo online account and all that stuff logged in. Like, they don't necessarily realize that they're spending money, or for example, the ways where you can't win. You cannot win unless you buy these things. Like, you have to grind so hard, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with people who want to skip the grind and like get some of the cool things. But it's not fair when you're in a situation where they'll pair people up in a game where you've gotten this thing that has an actual advantage because you've purchased it. and the other people playing, if they don't purchase, like they have no way of winning. So those are the predatory ones that I have an issue with. And they mostly come from AAA game studios who put very little effort into what they're making and then have like all of these. I mean, we could go into a whole thing about all of the, you know, the annual sports games and different things and how you build up a whole team, but you can't, that money goes away. You can't bring it into the next season or any, I mean, there's a lot of different things there, but like I said, I don't have a problem with microtransactions. I played Elder Scrolls Online, and you bet if I saw some really cool mount someone was riding, I was like, I'm going to go buy that. And I bought cool stuff and it was fun. And then the thing about parenting, I do want to bring up is that, yes, good parenting is important, but like I said, there's it's not always that easy to lock everything out. And they always say, oh, well, the software, the console has like parental controls. They're not always that easy to use. And you've seen all of the news where like they spent $1,000 on the credit card because it was not obvious that they were spending money. And it can happen in minutes.
Yeah,
like you can just look away, and then the next thing you know, your kid has spent $1,000.
Well, ask Cy O'Connor. His kid did it.
It's a multiple of things. Don't get me wrong, because yes, parenting is probably the number one aspect to everything. You know what I mean? Controlling what your kids are doing, seeing, watching, interacting with. You know what I mean? It's a very important part. But you know, it like Amberlia said, it's sometimes not as easy. Sometimes there's more nuance or complicated things that are involved. For instance, my kid learned how to hack their school laptop and was able to do a lot of things with it they weren't supposed to be doing. Now, I can't hack the school laptop. I don't know how to do that. I couldn't even help with math beyond like algebra, you know, or pre-algebra. Like, so kids are smart these days. And whether a lot of us like it or not, we're forced to where two parents have to work, and it's hard to keep track of everything your kids do. But again, this is a very complex conversation. You know, there's a lot of things that revolve around it, even the predatory things that sometimes the companies do, because yes, it's all about making money. I get that part, but again, it's about context. How much money are you making? You know, we look at this a lot with Lego, or at least some of us do. I know I do. You guys hear it all the time about, yeah, okay, they raise their prices, but Lego's making profits over profits over profits. So it's not like they're losing money. It's about, we need to maintain a certain margin of profit money. You know what I mean? So there's a difference between being in a profit, staying the same, you know, it's just making money, and then you're losing money. So there's Sigh.
Yeah, he spent money. That boy was clicking. He was having fun. He was like, yeah, let's have some
Look,
fun.
I did the same thing with back when I was a teenager. Kids, you probably don't know this, but you could make a phone call and it'd charge you like $4.99 per minute or whatever. Yeah, I did one of those. And my mom was like, "What the?
Yeah.
What are you doing calling this for?"
Yeah, and also one thing I kind of want to bring up in the chat, like number one, I don't. Nobody should be attacking anybody in the chat whatsoever.
What? Moderators get in there. Moderator get in there.
Well, okay, no, and I just want to say that I really think that there's blame to go around, like across the board. There's like in the sense of I don't think anybody here is claiming that, you know, every single micro transaction and things like that like are all bad, like all the DLC, all this stuff. We're not claiming that that's all bad. I don't think anybody here is saying that, you know, it's all parents' faults for why that stuff happens. You know, I think that there is there's a mixture of things that go on there. And the fact of the matter is that there are companies, there are large companies who employ psychologists and things like that, who actually help build UI and things to make it much easier to click on things at times. And it can be, yes, parents do have to be watchful. They do have to check things, but you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to do. And so I don't want anybody to feel like anybody is being blamed.
No, nobody's attacking anybody out there. And even with Craigster, I didn't feel like his reply was necessarily an attack, anything like that. It was just, I completely agree. It's I think both sides are right about stuff, but there is clearly some bad parenting going on out there with a lot of different kids, man. Just not even caring what your kids are involved in. And that's the reason that makes me mad is because, one, I feel bad for the kid, but two, dude, that kid's probably gonna rob me in 20 years, man. Like, come on. Like, let's get some good parenting out there,
And then I did just want to make a comment for Cabbage Face Bricks. So I would ask, and I'm just saying that, like, that we don't. I have the mindset of we don't say people, or I try to, so call me out if I'm not doing it. I try to not say like people are dumb or things are dumb. I do like to try to say that people can do a thing that is not the best or not the smartest, maybe, or, well, you don't even like to say that necessarily, but I do like to equate like the action as opposed to the person. So
yeah,
I don't want to say that people are dumb for falling for something. I feel like that there can be times when someone's actions fall that way.
Okay. Well, because I will say that. No, I'm sorry.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would probably say it too, but I just run my mouth pretty fast. But obviously you mean it in a more nuanced way, because obviously you can't generalize all consumers.
Yeah, no. And like I said, I don't even necessarily think there's a problem with all microtransactions. If I'm having fun in a game, and if I want to have a certain thing, if I want to get the DLC because I'm enjoying myself and I want to buy it, cool. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
And look, companies, we're just talking about Lego, companies in general, yes, they need to make money. And I think for just like with anything, there is a line. And where is Lego going to draw their line? Are they going to make a Hulkbuster, set $500? Yeah, they are. Are they going to do something? I mean, look, it's a market, and Lego's a little bit different because there's a lot of us that are, addicted to Lego, so they can do a lot of dumb stuff, and we're still going to buy their crap. You know what I mean? But eventually, the market will move the way the market's going to move. And if Lego is going to keep, I personally feel, I've been saying this for years, they're in a bubble. Eventually it's going to burst. You can't keep raising your prices the way they are and still keep, your middle to lower income people just buying your stuff on any kind of regular basis. You know what I mean? I don't know, but that's the way I feel about it. Now, if Lego wants to keep raising their prices like that and the bubble does burst, and well, so be it, but every company, they make their own path as far as like what they're going to do, and the money part and all that. Richie says you can't watch over your kid's shoulder all the time. That's not fair to them or yourself. It's complicated, man. Even you could take 10 parents, like me and Amberlia are parents. There's definitely people out there that are parents. You know what I mean? Like, you could take us all in a row, dude, and each of us are going to have our own experience, our own personal things that we've dealt with. Our own kids are different. You know what I mean? Like, my kid was quiet and shy. You know what I mean? My buddy's kid, dude, that kid will get right up in your face all the time and want to talk to you. And, it's just, and I think even with good parents, man, sometimes your kids get peer pressured and, but yeah, it's hard to keep track of them all the time. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Well,
especially as they get a little older.
Keeping track of time and keeping track of all the blah, blah, blah. How about we look at those pictures that Sile Connor sent you?
Oh, yes. I
Let's
am
look at
so
some
sorry.
dimension
Let me pull that up. Give me 1 second.
So what were the weirdest things, or what were the ones that were coming season 3 that we didn't get, Jay? Or did you mention all of those already?
Well, I know that Lord Vortek was going to be one. I saw a post somewhere. Someone said that Ferris Bueller was going to be one.
Ferris Bueller, right?
Which would have been very interesting.
I heard about that, and like we were going to have like that Corvette, right?
Right.
I think the Corvette was going to be the little side build.
Got to have Cameron.
Yeah, we we just don't know how much of this is real or not, just because it's all.
Oh,
leaks.
okay, you're right. Because
But,
somebody could just say, yeah, okay.
Yeah, anyone could say anything. Overwatch was supposed to be in it. Spaceballs. I would have enjoyed Spaceballs.
Yeah, man, that would have been great. All
A
right.
yogurt, a nice yogurt, it would have been good.
Well, it would have been it would have just been a team pack, is the rumor. Lone Star and Dark
Lone
Helmet.
Star. Yeah, okay.
Okay, wait. Shy just gave us or I'm sorry, Sai just gave us a warning. Don't dust in on the zoom, or don't zoom in on the dust. Wow, I am just backwards today.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's a little fuzzy, so you aren't gonna see any dust.
Okay.
All right. Let me share the screen.
Yeah, I don't know how much of this is like.
So it's going to be like a blurry Ninjago leak picture. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. All right, where are we at? All right, here we go.
Yeah, there might have been other stuff.
Let me
Who knows?
Get this out of the way here. Stop sharing. Okay. Yeah. Look, Sai, am I to say that you've got all of them? Because that's quite a few. I see like down here all your DC ones. I see the Marshmallow Stay Puft guy back there. That looks like Doc Brown. Here you got Krusty, Benny, that police guy. That looks like a cheap. No, that's the monkey from Wizard of Oz, I think.
Wait, is this
well,
something
there was
you can
a
share?
Yeah, you're not sharing, Hive.
I know.
I'm
I'm
not
just like,
sharing.
I'm like, where's he?
What do you
What's he
mean?
looking at?
I thought I was
Yeah.
sharing.
You
What
were
happened to-
sharing, and now you're not sharing.
You were, and then disappeared.
Well, who did somebody hit stop screen or something?
No, it's not even down below. If it did, we would bring it back up.
Well, okay, hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on a minute. I see what happened. Got it. Got it. All right. There we go. All right. Okay. So yeah, I was talking about Krusty right here. I was talking about right here. That looks like the monkey from
Yeah, so there was
Wizard of
a
Oz.
Wicked Witch fun pack with a buildable.
Oh
monkey.
wow.
Yeah. And it's cut off, but yeah, I can see a lot of DC stuff down here. Bane. That almost looks like Lobo right here. I've got Lobo.
There was
Yeah,
not a
Lobo
Lobo.
comes in a set. He comes.
I
in a
know.
set.
I've got the
There was
Lobo.
not a
that came in
Lobo
a-
Dimensions.
Yeah, me too.
unfortunately.
Oh, nice.
I see Doctor Who back.
Well,
I
and then
want
right here-
Dimensions figures now.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've got Homer. Well, I had Homer, but I might have sold Homer. I don't know. Because I cannot find
The
Homer
side
something.
builds are fun. They add to the whole displayability of the figure.
Yeah, and I kind of wish I had the Doctor Who one because I would have liked they got one of the TARDIS.
Yeah.
I see oh my gosh, what is this character's name from Adventure Time?
I have no idea.
Because she sounds like a
Ken?
Valley Girl when she talks.
Bubblegum. Oh god. Oh
Yeah,
God. Plays the guitar. She's the vampire girl. I can't.
No, not the
remember
vampire
her name.
girl. The one that's a blob of purple.
Bubblegum
I've never
Princess.
seen Adventure Time, honestly. I know.
Oh,
Please don't
Adventure Time's
come
such a
for
great
me.
show.
And Marceline is the
The
vampire.
vampire girl, yeah.
But Bubblegum Princess is the Bubblegum Princess. I don't know if she has a name. Bubblegum.
Did
Beemo is a good
someone
one,
said
too.
Beemo?
Beemo,
Oh,
the
Beemo.
video game.
Bubble-
He's a
Princess
video
Bubblegum.
game.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Princess Bubblegum. No, it wasn't Princess Bubblegum. That was the princess. This was just oh yeah. she
Sai,
was a
it's your collection. Who is he talking about?
Yeah, Sai, who was the goodness, man, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, look it is noon o'clock. It is time to wrap everything up.
All right.
Amberlia, would you like to promote or shout anything else?
It's the Lumpy Space Princess.
Yes, Lumpy Space
Lumpy
Princess.
Space
Thank
Princess.
you.
Okay.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, so I have my stream on Tuesdays. So there's that. Also, I don't know if anybody's going to care, but I am going to be on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming Jedi Survivor. Like release day when it releases, I'm going to be streaming it. So like if that's midnight, whatever, like I'm down. I've already pre-ordered. And yes, I even
what
pre-ordered.
Day? What day?
I think it's the 28th. Is that the date that it comes out?
28th is when it comes out.
Yes. So I will be streaming when that comes out. And yeah, I'm even the sucker who bought like the
Platinum
expensive one
edition,
with all the
right?
extra stuff.
All the DLC. Yeah. All right.
It's not even that. It's freaking skins and stuff, but I like doing that. I have fun doing that. So I was like, whatever, I love it.
Hey, that's what it's about.
Your character's got to
So
look unique.
that Good Morning Brick World, the Instagram, please follow. And yes, please, if you have anything to celebrate, please let us know.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just a birthday. It's a milestone, a celebration, an anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, anniversaries are terrific. If you've had like your YouTube channel up for like a year or something, or if you've had your Instagram account, maybe you joined a year ago, and that's a milestone. That's terrific. Tag us in it. Let us know. We want to celebrate the community. Also, mocks.
Yeah.
Mocks. Mayo, thank you for tagging us in that. If you have some awesome mocks you'd like to share, please tag us.
Oh, and Pink Wheels, I know Pink Wheels tagged something too. We will definitely show that on the next stream.
With the hashtag. Okay. I did not double check the hashtag. That's on me. That's on me. It will get shared.
It's difficult sometimes trying to keep up with everything between messages, hashtags, DMs, just all kinds of stuff. And also, with another milestone, if you hit a number that doesn't seem like it's something that would be, it doesn't matter if it's something to you. Like, for instance, I'm approaching 2,000 subscribers, and I'm very happy if I get to 2,000 subscribers. So for me, that's going to be like a milestone for me,
Oh yeah, it's going to be a party. It's going to be a party up in here.
But I mean, it's not about like, oh, I don't want to say anything unless I hit like 5,000 subscribers. Exactly. No, man, if there's something that you're excited about, it doesn't matter what it is.
You celebrated 200.
Yeah, that's why we call it celebrations, not birthdays.
Community.
This or that,
Exactly. Yeah. You know what? Because I say, like, if you get to 100, do you know how hard it is to get to 100 subscribers? Because you're just starting out. You've got that to have gotten to that many. That's not a small thing. So please don't feel like you can't share those. When I get to 250, because I don't have that many subscribers, when I get to 250, I'm going to be like, hey, where's Celebration Bear for me?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I want my Celebration Bear.
Yeah.
Where's my mustache?
Yeah, I put the mustache on. Just for Amberlia. I'd be like, here we go. Look, there's a skeleton of a dolphin. It's coming back.
Oh,
no, I did it again. Sorry.
There is a warning coming before your celebrations from now on.
It's tuna free. Oops, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that kind of makes me hungry. Anyways, is there anything else you wanted to plug, Amberlia?
No, that's it.
All right. Jay, what about you, brother?
All right. So there was a video uploaded to my channel.
Nice.
It was a vlog and haul.
Yes.
Number 1. That was last Monday. So go check it out. Lub on Wednesday nights over on Bricksmith's channel. DC show Thursday nights over on GLS. Friday night bricks on Friday nights. And then, I think that's it.
All right.
And then back here on Sunday.
Yep.
All right. Doc, what about you, man?
What, maybe a video? I've got to figure out what am I going to watch and react to. And then, of course, the DC show with Jay. And then, back here. I think there might be a Hive stream later today. Is there a Hive stream later today? Or is this
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, isn't it?
Tomorrow.
No, it's tonight.
Tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
It's tonight. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess that's the segue into what I got going on. So tonight I got a Hive stream. I got a bunch of Bricklink parts, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna get back on the Darth Vader's throne room mock that I will be taking to Brick World. So I'll be doing that tonight. Of course, we got Good Morning Brick World every Sunday, and I'm working on a couple different videos. I've mentioned this before, but I wanted to show you guys something just so you guys know I am working on something. So I'm going to give you guys a little sneak preview of this hat video that I've been working on. Okay. And you'll notice through most of it that I'm going to show you the face is going to be blank. And that's because I'm learning this thing now about animating faces on like a blank face. So this is basically kind of what's going on. There's a lot of editing still that I got to do, a lot of stuff I got to put in, but I'm showing you guys this so you know I'm working on something, but it's a long process. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
As someone who's tried to do that and spent 2 hours and got like 2 seconds of footage. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think I got like 700-800 pictures in this thing so far for
Wow.
it. So I mean, it's
Alright.
it's about a minute and a half long right now. It'll probably be about 2 minutes long, or maybe a little bit longer once I finish all the editing and everything. So I'm working on that, and I'm working on a couple other videos, you know, and vlogs and stuff. So stuff's coming out, but you can always count on Sundays for Good Morning Brick World. And yeah, maybe I'll see you guys tonight. So
Yeah.
all right.
All right. We like you, so hit that like button and
Yes,
comment
please.
if
It's
you're
down
on the
there
replay
somewhere.
gang.
Yes.
If you're on the replay gang, comment.
Please
man.
help us out.
Comment.
Yes.
It
Hi,
helps the
replay
algorithm.
gang.
Yes, replay gang. Yes, hello.
We
Thank you
love
for being here.
you.
We love you so much. You help
We
us out a
do.
lot.
We do.
So,
You are amazing.
all right. I guess we'll go ahead and cue that outro and see you guys next week.
Have a good morning.
Another great episode. Another great episode. I do love our little conversations here at the end as well. I'm glad you got us with our mouths moving in a very creepy way.
You look so happy, Hive.
I look very surprised. Look, somebody just told me the price of that new set, and I'm like, oh my god, it's how much?
That was the first run. But you notice that you're chasing the goat now that ran by in the intro.
Yes, everybody, please notice Doc has me chasing the goat at the outro now. Look at me. Look, I'm like, I'm gonna get you, goat. I'm gonna get you. And he's like, not without $100, you're not.
I just had to make sure that I blink so people are always complaining that I don't blink. I'm like, watch me. You can see me. I blink behind those glasses.
But listen, everybody, it was a great stream. We appreciate everybody's input, and you know, look, no hard feelings. I know we have different opinions about stuff, but look, it's all love, man. We're all family here. So you guys have a great one. We'll see you next week. Peace out.